Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Badgeplug, and I'm finally back. Yes, it's been 3 entire weeks, but Badgeplug is finally back. Now, today we've got so much to talk about, guys, but I'm gonna leave the important stuff first, and then I'm gonna talk about the things that you guys might not care about later on in the video. All right, so let's get into this real quick. Y'all remember in my last video where I was talking about how Bandit's account got banned permanently? A 98 overall pure point forward was permanently banned because I used his footage in one of my glitch videos. Well, we did get his account unbanned, and Bandit is unbanned. So thank you 2K support for fixing that for me. I do appreciate that. I really do feel like 2K does watch my videos, but to be honest, we will never know for sure. But Plug Nation, y'all know, drop a like on this video if you're still in the Plug Nation. Y'all know 2K watches my videos. But anyway, this dude J.A. Morant, on what position he plays, he said, "I'm a point god." He said, "I'm a point demi god. No one can guard me out there on the court. It is impossible for me to be held and contained on the basketball court." But anyway, so he said that, and ESPN tweeted that out. Now, who do you think is going to make this the news, huh? Who do you guys think is going to respond to this tweet or quote it or whatever and make this an actual interesting story? Let's see. 2K says point god, new NBA 2K20 Archetype, question mark. So what does that mean? Now, obviously you can tell with the laughy face emoji that they were kind of kidding, and it's just to have a discussion, but that made me really think extremely deep. I don't know why I went this deep, to be honest, guys. I really don't know why, but I have to tell you exactly what went through my mind and how amazing it was, at least I think. So a point guard, if someone asks you what is a point guard, if someone was to ask me right now, Badgeplug, what is a point guard? I would say a point guard is obviously a playmaker that is not, obviously a 99 in every single stat, but he is basically above average or elite in almost every single category that there is, right? So what I was thinking is that if 2K did have a point guard archetype, or like I don't know what they would call them, a pure center, I guess that's what they would call them, is like a pure playmaker or a pure center or a pure forward, something like that, I guess is what they would call it. But anyway, this build should, now listen to me 2K, because I think this is a really cool idea. Anyway, if you make a pure slasher, you have the ability to get your player usually up in the 90s, really high 90s, contact dunk, stuff like that. If you make a pure sharpshooter, you can get, high open shot three, stuff like that. If you make a point guard, then this player is going to he's not going to be insane at just shooting threes or just dunking. He's going to be all around good at every single thing that he does. So he's an 80 in threes, or because you made him 6'8", he's actually a 75 in threes because he's taller, but he's better at driving and stuff. You guys see what I'm saying? So he's like 80, 85, 70, 75 through 85 in every single stat, and maybe one or two, maybe a few stats you get to pick put him up to like 90 or 95, something like that. I just think that would be really cool, and you basically get to pick your own takeover too, depending on your height, your weight, what you want to do with the player. Because if you make it to where he can dunk better, like he's 6'8", 6'9", then he's gonna be a slasher, right? If you make him short to where he can shoot, then he's gonna be better at shooting. He's gonna be a sharpshooter probably. And I honestly feel like this archetype right here, if this archetype was to be in 2K, would help a lot of people that really miss the old 2K, where you could pick what you put on your player. They missed the old attribute system and stuff. Now, this is nothing near how it used to be. You can't make demigods and stuff how we really want our archetypes to be. But this would definitely bring back some memories for a lot of people that are from 2K15, 2K16, and I just think it's really cool. I honestly think it's a really cool idea, and 2K should definitely think about putting something like that in their game. But I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. I think it's an amazing idea. It might not be okay. Don't chirp me too bad, Plug Nation. I understand it could be a really bad idea. But anyway, guys, let's get into this next news, because like I said, there's a lot and I really want to get over it so we can talk about it. Plus, we got to talk about why I haven't even uploaded in 3 weeks. Like, come on. All right, guys, this could be a half-hour long video, and I could sit here and talk about all the freaking Mike Wang tweets that he makes, because he does reply to some really dumb stuff, and I could put 30 million advertisements in this and make $1 million. But we're just going to go over the good Mike Wang tweets, okay? So this dude said, "Can we all make bigs and have a set shot next year? What 7'3" dudes you see jumping 10 feet off the ground to shoot? Show me 2 in history and I'll be quiet. Mike Wang said, not saying we'll do it, but what do you think the height cutoff should be? So if you guys don't understand what this guy just said, there has been lots of talk this year, so much talk this year about stopping the stretch big. Okay, so that's the general idea, stopping the stretch big. Now, most people that are probably not very good at the game, just now starting out, you know, first year, second year, think that the problem with stretch bigs is just because they shoot over those. You know, it's not because of that at all. I've complained about the shot contest system a lot of times in 2K, but I always told you guys that's not the reason why stretch bigs are broken. Stretch bigs are broken, in my opinion, because you can left, right without losing the ball. You don't lose a lot of stamina when you left, right. Yeah, there's a bunch of things that, you know, stretch bigs dribbling that they shouldn't be able to do. A stretch big, in my opinion, should be a spot up shooter. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We're just, you know, that's the discussion that's been going on, is that, you know, no one that is 7'3", which no one even uses. First of all, let me talk about this. No one uses a 7'3" stretch. There's a few really cheesy nerds in stage and stuff that I know that have some pure stretch centers 7'3", so they can really shoot over those. But for the most part, 99% of stretches are 6'11" or 7 foot tall, maybe 7'1". So if that's what you're wanting to do, is put a cap on height. You know, if you're over 7 foot tall, then you have to use a set shot. That is not going to fix anything, guys. Like, yeah, you know, maybe that's going to take away some bums from winning. Maybe a very small percentage, right? But that's not going to do almost anything because of two reasons. And I already gave you guys the first reason. The first one is no one even uses centers that are over 7 foot tall to shoot. Like, no one uses 7'3" stretches. You know, a few people do, but not a lot of people do, so that doesn't matter. Then if you want them to use set shots that are over 7 foot tall, the set shot 13 is the best shot in the game. Like, it's literally one of the best shots in the game that almost everybody uses that's not a pure shooter or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the way to fix it. The way to fix stretch bigs right now in 2K19. I don't know about 2K20 because I haven't seen the game. I haven't seen the mechanics. I don't know how that works. I don't know how they're, you know, how it's going to work at all in 2K20, if there's even going to be pure stretch bigs, or, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how deep range Jedi is going to be next year. But anyway, this year, to stop a stretch big, you got to fix how they lose the ball. They don't lose the ball when they left, right. They don't lose a lot of stamina when they left, right. They shouldn't be able to fade. Someone who's 7 foot tall does not fade in corners and fade from 35 feet away and bounce it off the backboard and take over. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's not the way to fix stretch bigs. And I'm not sitting here going on a stretch big rant at all, guys. I'm just saying that's how you could start at stopping stretch bigs. The way to stop stretch bigs is not to cap off their shot or to give them, it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. Set shot 13 is too good. No one uses tall players to shoot anyway as their pure shooters, or, you know, rebounding stretch, whatever. Same thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. Even people that have rebounding stretches, make them like 7 foot tall so they can have more speed, more vertical, more strength. You know, all that type of stuff. It doesn't matter. That's not the way we're going to be able to fix stretch bigs, guys. I mean, I've went way too long in this topic. We got to move on to the next thing. Mike Wang was asked about something that was NBA 2K20 related, and he said most of the things you guys want answers to, I'm not allowed to talk about right now, but we are listening. So 2K, if you're listening about NBA 2K20, man, make sure to check out the channel right here where we're going to be talking about NBA 2K20 all the time. All the news that Mike Wang comes out with, we're going to be discussing. We're going to be having our own opinions about. There's going to be comments down below on what they think, my fans and the Plug Nation, what they think should be in 2K20. Guys, leave your comments down below what you think should be in 2K20. If I like the idea, I will try as hard as I can to pass it on. Then Mr. Mike Wang says, I was actually asking what they thought the height cutoff should be to get the more athletic jump shot bases. If we decided to limit bigs that were above that cutoff to only set shots. So he was explaining more what his tweet was about. I already told you guys what his tweet was about. But let's move on to the next one. That's what I told you guys was most of his tweets, and we could sit here for, you know, days and days reading through all those. But guys, that one was important because it was giving more context to the first tweet. But let's move on. There was some more news for this video, but I decided to stop it here because it wasn't really that interesting. So if you guys do see any 2K20 news that pops up, make sure to send it to me right away. I will be discussing it on this channel. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, guys. I'm going to be talking about 2K20 as much as I can, as much as Mike Wang will let me with what he comes out with. So speaking of that, guys, why I have not uploaded in 3 weeks, I really do appreciate everyone that has been like, yo, Badge, where you been and stuff. Guys, I've been doing just fine. I'm chilling, I'm dieting, I'm exercising, I'm doing very great. I just have not been on YouTube because I don't play 2K a lot. Now, although 2K20 is going to be coming out soon, we're going to be getting more news. I'm going to keep posting these videos. I'm very excited for 2K20 all the way up to the prelude, guys. And I'm going to be streaming the prelude. Then 2K20 is going to be out before you know it. And it's going to be a really lit year, man. So if y'all are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't yet, please drop a like. It's your boy Badgeplug, guys. More likes. The more likes we get, the more it's going to motivate me to keep posting. I'm going to try and keep posting for you guys as much as I can. It's your boy Badgeplug. You have been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace.